marching bands. It's the one time black people get to march without Fox News calling them rioters. And we all love them, even those of us who got cut from one just because our baton twirling was deemed dangerous. Maybe those trombone players should have stayed out of my strike zone. But marching bands are even more amazing when you learn about their history. For example, you may not know this, but black marching bands actually started in the same setting as all your dad's favorite movies. Times of war. You see, in colonial times, black men weren't allowed to carry weapons, but they still had to serve in state militias. So they were assigned to fife and drum corps instead. And they needed a fife and drum corps back then, in case the armies ran out of bullets and had to resort to a rap battle. So yeah, not letting the black servicemen have guns was racist. But there was actually an interesting side effect of this racism. Because over the next century, the military pumped out thousands of trained black musicians who took their marching band skills back to their communities. And that's definitely one of the best skills to take out of the military. I mean, who do you want at a party? The guy who knows how to play drums or the guy who knows how to dig a hole to poop in? And all of this marching band culture found a new home in 1890 when Tuskegee University started the first HBCU marching band. It turns out college and marching bands are a natural fit, like college and STDs. Over the next 50 years, marching bands popped up at Alabama State, Florida A&M, Kentucky State, and other HBCUs. But the big turning point came in 1946 when Dr. William P. Foster at Florida A&M discovered the missing ingredient: choreography. Dr. Foster taught his marching band new dance moves with help from a PE teacher named Beverly Barber. And that must have been cruel for all those band nerds who thought that going to college meant no more gym class. Oh, you thought you were done running? Now you gotta do it with a tuba. But it was worth it because choreography took marching bands to the next level. Adding dancing to anything makes it more entertaining. Karaoke, in-flight announcements, finding out you are not the father. By the 1960s and 70s, HBCU bands had gone mainstream. They were playing Super Bowls, and they even marched to JFK's inaugural parade, which had to be the most memorable parade JFK was ever in. Wait, that seems wrong. Then Southern University's band changed the game again when they started doing their own rendition of top 40 radio hits. That earned them the nickname the Human Jukebox, and it's a tradition that goes on to this day. I'm telling you, you haven't lived until you've heard a marching band cover WAP. There's no lyrics, so all these old people are dancing to it in the stands, and they don't even know they're getting down to a song about lubrication. Get nasty, Grandma! It was also during this time that bands made their next big move, dance lines. These started with the Golden Girls of Alcorn State and spread to the J-Sets of Jackson State, whose J-setting technique became a big influence on hip-hop dance. And the J-Sets only happened because a majorette named Shirley Middleton demanded that they be allowed to dance in a more modern way and, quote, put down their batons. I wish someone had gotten rid of batons back when I was twirling. Then I wouldn't have gotten sued so much. The band got more CTE than the football team that year. Today, the impact of HBCU bands and their dancers is all over pop culture. They're in songs, movies, and they were even part of Beyonce's iconic Coachella performance. That show changed the conversation. It changed the culture. I mean, just watching that again, it changed my outfit. Here's how popular black marching bands are now. Even Trump had one perform at his inauguration. Between that and all the cheating on his wife, he was just like JFK. And just this year, Vice President Kamala Harris was escorted at the inauguration by the marching band from her own alma mater, Howard University. What an incredible moment that was. Most people only reconnect with their alma maters when they're getting hit up for donations. I already made a donation. It was called my tuition, and I had a full ride. So the next time you see a black marching band, you'll know how they became the phenomenon that they are today. Now, play me out. Ha-ha! Still got it. See? Not so bad. Woo! I'm not paying for that.